Shalom, shalom, for Brother Kadash. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and honors to all the brothers in this truth. This is Mystery Babylon falling. America is falling. And we can see it. This says Macy's to close down 45 stores by the middle of the year. It says Macy's is looking to close 45 of its department stores by the middle of the year. These closures are part of a plan to have 125 locations closed by 2023. If you know anything about trends, this is just a start. So they're kind of trying to do it in phases. Let's do 45. Then eventually they're going to do 125. But eventually they're going to close down all stores, man. Because the same problems that they're having, it's only going to get worse and worse as Mystery Babylon is falling. It says a spokeswoman for the company stated, as previously announced, Macy is committed to right-sizing our store fleet by concentrating our existing retail locations in desirable and well-trafficked A and B malls. So the only physical stores they want to have is in desirable and well-trafficked A and B malls, something like Lenox Mall, Atlanta, or like the Galleria St. Louis, something like that, the big malls. But the small malls, they're going to be closing on their stores. Why? Because they're having a hard time. Look, back in November, Macy's reported that their same store sales fell more than 20% due to the pandemic. But the digital sales went up 27%. However, those gains were not enough to cover the losses of the store. So even though they went up 27% digital online, they went down 20% as a store, but the 27% digital wasn't able to cover the 20% they lost with the store. Why? Because when you get to like a store, you gotta pay. You gotta pay for your space in the mall, so you have to pay the mall. You have to pay for utilities. Utilities for commercial is a lot different than utilities for residential, and they're a lot more. You gotta pay to assure everything. You have to pay for security measures. The little buzzer things at the front entrance, just in case somebody's trying to steal cameras and stuff like that. You gotta pay your workers. You gotta pay people to stop. You gotta pay people to check people out. You gotta pay people to watch things and fold things and sort things. So it's a lot more that go into a store than just online. So it's a lot more expensive, and things is getting hard for them. So they're having to close down stores. Eventually they're going to close down all of it and go digital. A lot of stores are going to do that. And this is just more proof, just showing you physical proof of Babylon is falling. This place is being brought low. Here, let me get another one. Okay, so this another one right here. This came out January 5th, 2021. So this is very recent. It says family video to close all remaining locations. So they're closing all remaining locations. I'm sure they did it in phases just like Macy's. Okay, we're only gonna close this amount of stores, this amount of stores. But eventually this is the same place Macy's gonna go to. They're gonna come out and say they gotta close all stores, just like Family Video. It says Family Video will close all of its locations according to its parent company, Highland Ventures. According to the company, all stores have begun their liquidation sales, selling movies, video games, CDC products, and store fixtures. And like I was saying, I might need to get down there and get me some video games. Because I used to go to Family Video. I like Family Video because, like I said, you could go there and you could rent video games. But really, now everything digital. You could just go on your Xbox or your PlayStation and rent those same games or buy those same games just straight from your Xbox and have a digital copy on it rather than buying a physical copy. So they're going out. Well, they have went out business. They're closing down everything. But like I said, when they're liquidating, they're probably being there selling games and stuff 70% off, 50% off, just trying to hurry up and sell it so they could close down. It says officials state each location will officially close once all of their inventory is sold. So they trying to hurry up and sell their inventory. But this is why. This is the chain has been struggling in the last few years and has tried to sustain itself by wiping past account fees, selling CBD oil, and launching the Save the Video store campaign. So they've been trying all help. They've been trying the best they can. They launched a campaign to try to save these stores, and it's not working. Why? Because Mystery Babylon is falling. America is falling. It's gonna fall, man. It's nothing you could do about it. It's just on like a slow fall right now until it just come till they come flying down like lightning, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's two accounts. Macy's, a big store, Family Video used to be. They're having to close down all locations because it's just getting harder. And they tell you why. It says because they were struggling. Here, I got another account just to edify more. Here, let me pull it. Here's another account. It says Walmart stores switching to self checkout only. The name of this one was Goodbye Self Cashiers or something like that. It says, so this is Walmart. They're switching to self checkout only, which we have said that. We said that, because eventually you used to go in there and it'd be a whole bunch of self checkouts. No, it'd be a couple self checkouts, a little area on each side, little box area you could go and self checkout. In the middle, you still have all the cashiers, right? But then eventually you will only have two cashiers, and then all the rest would be self checkouts. So now they just coming straight out and tell you they ain't doing no more cashiers. They're only doing self checkouts. Eventually, and then just like you go in there now, you will see some machines will be card only, but the rest of them is cash. Come on, man. Like, if there's a malfunction, Walmart gonna get it fixed. There's no malfunction. They're doing that on purpose. That's why some machines are card only, because they're doing that on purpose, man. Because it's kind of like they're doing it in phases. And this is all going to lead up to the mark of the beast, which is the implant chip. Because those card only, then one day you can go in there, it's going to be more card only cashier registers, and then eventually they're gonna come out with another article like this, which is gonna say card only. You see what I'm saying? And then eventually, you ain't gonna be able to spend cash. It's gonna be card only, and then after card only, that's only gonna lead to chip only, like the mark of the beast, like it says in Revelations 13, starting at verse 16 on down. You ain't gonna be able to buy, sell, or trade without taking that mark of the beast. So this is all being set up for the beast system. It says self checkouts are nothing new. They have been around for a couple years now. You can find them in grocery stores, hardware stores. Even McDonald's has an option to use self-checkout instead of a traditional cashier. A Walmart store is starting to switch to self-checkout store only. And that's what I meant, cashier. I meant self-checkout. All these self-checkouts are going to turn to digital. And then some of them going to be cash, some of them going to be card, and then eventually it's going to be card only. And then eventually it's going to be chip only. And then it goes more into it, but this is what we've been saying, Look, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12. It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, right? It says, while the evil day come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, So you need to start following the Lord right now before the evil days come. But at the same time, to liken that into this situation, it's kind of like we've been telling y'all that they were going to go self-checkout. People seen, I got an uncle that said he don't shop at Walmart. He would never shop at Walmart again because they got rid of the cashiers. That took a lot of jobs from people. You replaced them with a robot, a machine. Now a lot of people are out of work and don't have jobs. All those all those self checkout machines each one of those could be a cashier. And at every Walmart, you could have 20, 30 cashiers, and then you got some that do from this time to this time. They got switch shift, and then another worker come in. That's providing jobs for people to feed their families, but not no more because they're going to self checkout. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is more proof on America falling, mystery Babylon falling. People are losing jobs. People ain't got money. That's why people are sitting around waiting for a stimulus check, because all the jobs are being took. And you got to see these things before they happen. To liken that verse into today is like, back in the past, we've been telling y'all, yeah, Walmart's eventually going to go self-checkout fully. They only lead you up to it. Just like I'm saying right now, eventually it's going to be card only. And then eventually it's going to be the implant chip only, which is the mark of the beast. You got to be able to see these things. That's a part of being a prophet. It's prophesying and being able to see things coming, so you could prepare for it. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. This is Ecclesiastes 12, right? Because all hell about to break loose. And this is just a part of America falling. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house should tremble. So they trembling right now because they're seeing this thing come down. They're seeing America fail. The economy getting weaker, It says, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. So the grinders is the workers. That's who keep this place running, who keeps this place circulating. You got the truck drivers that get paid to bring the materials in. You got the warehouse people get paid to unload it. Then they take it to the store, and then another truck driver, smaller like truck driver, come and take it to the stores, take packages to people's houses like FedEx, and then you get then when it get to the storage, you need people to unbox everything, unload everything at the stores, and to stack the shelves, and then you get the people that come buy the stuff, and then you got the cashiers that check everybody out and they get paid, but those grinders is being low because a lot of those jobs is being lost. Disney had to shut down a lot of and lay off a lot of workers. The airlines had to lay off a lot of workers. This every piece, it's like a puzzle piece that work together. It's like a grinder. You got different mechanical pieces of it that keeps it moving. But that stuff's starting to cease now. It says because they are few. See, and those that look out the window be darkened because people ain't looking at 10 years no more, looking at their future, where I'm going to be at 10 years. People can't really see that for it because it's dark now. People are looking in the future and saying, man, forget the future. I need to worry about right now. When is this stimulus check coming in? I'm 2-3 months behind. Like I said, I always ask people how they're doing, and a lot of responses hearing a lot. A lot of people say, I'm 2-3 months behind on rent, man. Yeah, I'm waiting for this stimulus check to come in. I got a friend right now. That I'm trying to help out myself, but he was saying the same thing. Like, man, I'm 2-3 months behind on rent, man. Yeah, we waiting for this stimulus check to come in, man. I ain't even got no gas, and I gotta jump out here and go put gas in this car for him so he could just move around, with no interest, no payback. Just I got you, bro. I put some gas in your tank. You see what I'm saying? Because first of all, we're supposed to help our brothers out like that, and it's just a good deed. But people are out here hurting. People can't see no future. They looking out the windows, and the windows is darkened. All they worried about is, okay, when is this pandemic gonna be over? That's all everybody talking about. Man, I hate this pandemic. When is it gonna be over? And getting some stimulus check, then they want everything to go back to normal. But things are not gonna ever go back to normal. It says, in the door should be shut in the street. When the sound of the grind is low. Look at New York on New Year's Eve. It was barely anybody out there. Usually that place would be packed. Workers is low. You go out on the streets be empty, because ain't that many people, everybody at home or quarantined because it's a shutdown, right? It says, and like it says, the doors should be shut in the streets. Yeah, we on shutdown. And it says, and he should rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the dirtiest music she brought low. So that's being brought low. This is just more proof on it. Relating it to the scriptures. You got Walmart, a big store, laying a bunch of works because they're going self checkout only, which they did that in phases. You got Macy's, a really big store too, just like Walmart, kinda. Talking about they're closing down more locations. When they close down those 125 locations, what do you think they're going to do with the workers? They're going to lay them off. All the workers are going to be laid off. You see what I'm saying? And what's the other one? Family Video closing the remainder of their store. They said they got 250 more stores that they're closing. What you think is going to happen to all the workers? They're going to be laid off, and those people are going to have to go find work somewhere else in order to feed their family. So this is just showing you that America is being brung low, and America is falling. So with that, I'm going to say salvation to the elect. Shalom.